Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's me. Welcome back. Surprise. I'm not dead. No, I didn't forget about this series either. I had exams. I know, right? Engineering exams. They were pretty much what you'd expect from engineering exams. I quit the gym. I quit socializing. I quit everything basically. And I was pretty much just studying. Not always as much as I should have, but I made up for it with some long nights. I had 4 exams: instrumentation and control, maths basically, thermodynamics and fluids, and mechanics and statics. And they were about as brutal as they sound. To be fair, 3 of them went okay, 1 of them went badly, but that was because I didn't sleep the night before, so really, it's my own fault. But it is what it is, and there's not much to be said about it now. But yeah, they took it out of me, and I could not justify sitting down to make YouTube videos whilst I was working on that. It is something that I need to improve in the future with my time management, because I can't just keep taking these long breaks every time I have a big commitment. The whole point of this series is to document me through big moments, per se, relatively big moments. So hopefully, should something big come up again, I'll be better situated to deal with it. But, you know, wait and see. Wait, hold on, the lighting's better over here. Oh my god, I look so white. You know, I'm whiter than most of my white friends. But what I wanted to talk about was that I don't think I actually want to be an engineer. That's what my degree is in. I do mechanical engineering. And I don't think I want to be an engineer. And I don't think I want to go and work in aero. You know, it's not that there isn't a job market. There is. There's plenty of jobs for mechanical engineers and aerodynamicists. It's just that they aren't very well paying. And you don't progress particularly quickly. And a number of other disadvantages. Now, some of those things change when you go to the US, but trying to get a job in the US is next to impossible. And even if you end up there, the big disadvantage is then that, you know, you live in the United States, which is kind of an L in and of its own. So there you go. I'm kind of now a bit lost. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. Do I want to go get married? Do I want to start a business? What do I want to do, you know? What I do know that I want to do is I want to learn more digital skills. And what I mean by that is things like programming, web dev, graphic design, etc., etc. I reckon I'm great at talking to people. It's something that I've always been good at. I've always been fearless at going up to someone and starting a conversation with them and networking. That is something that I de facto know that I am good at, and no one can convince me that I am not good at that. I have days where I'm not good at it, but you know, my baseline is pretty up there. Not to get too big of myself. I know some people struggle with it, but alhamdulillah, it's just something that I've never really had an issue with. And I figure if I combine that with some sort of digital skill, I feel like I should succeed. I mean, the maths checks out. I'm not very good at maths these days, but the maths checks out, right? Marketability plus skill, service, money. I don't know. Is that what success is? Right now it is. For now, that is my definition of success. Now, that can include things like solutions engineering, making websites for people, I don't know, there's a few different things that can be. Now, I'm aware that a lot of my newer audience, I say audience, I mean, do you guys actually watch these videos? A lot of my newer audience, you guys aren't actually here because of these videos, but, you know, welcome to my actual content. I think a lot of you guys probably came from that A-levels video where I was speaking about how to resit. Now, that is a very valuable experience, and I want to update that video at some point, but it's not actually what I care about uploading. What I care about uploading is these weekly from now on, vlogs or diaries where I essentially document the progress that I'm making as a man through my goals. Now, I said in my last video that I was going to set goals and I was going to do all that, you know, shebang is the word I'm looking for. I haven't, because exams. I'm now on holiday for the next 2 weeks with my family, somewhere by the seaside, and I'm going to be doing home workouts to start going to the gym again. That's one thing. When I was approaching my exams, I couldn't justify the 3 hours I was wasting every single day, 5 days a week, going to the gym, working out, coming back, recovering, and getting ready to actually do thermodynamics, which, like, I'll just be real, it takes a clear mind to get started on fluids and thermo. But alas, they are over. Now I have a holiday to get through. I know, dreadful, so bad, but I'm going to be with my family. It's going to be raining a lot, so I'll have some time to do home workouts and things of this sort. I'll also be journaling and trying to figure out what I want in life. That's the thing. I don't know where I want to be. I don't know my long-term goal. I don't know where I want to end up. I could probably list a few short-term things. So let me get started on those, actually, and let's work on that, and then worry about the long-term later. Okay, what else, man? I feel like I just rushed through so much info. Jeez. YouTube personality, man, it takes it out of me. So buzzy and full of energy to retain your stupid little attention span. Not you. If you're still watching, I'm not talking about you. But you know what I mean? Oh my days. I do not speak like that. Who even is the real me, bro? I swear I have like 5 different personalities based on who I'm talking to. I'm sure some of my closest friends are listening to me talk right now and they're like, why does he sound like that? Guys, this isn't fake. I just have no idea who I am. Huge identity crisis. I would say I would cut that out, but like, I don't have time to edit this. I need to upload it quickly, so you guys can have my mini existential crisis. Third year is going to be a bit of a graft because, you know, even if I don't want to be an engineer, the degree is useful, and I'm already 2 years in, and I don't think I've done very well on these exams, so it's going to take a decent bit of effort to get a really good grade. But I'm sure we'll pull it off. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Allah has provided for me thus far, and the only times that I haven't succeeded in some way, shape or form have been the times that I forgot him. So let's work on our remembrance of God and our gratitude for what he gives us and what he enables us to be day to day. Alhamdulillah. Okay. What else did I want to say? So this is actually the second time recording this video. I uploaded the first one, but I felt like I was waffling a bit too much and you couldn't really see me. The angles were a bit weird. I think I want to take content creation a little bit seriously because I understand, you know, this platform is really something. And I feel like if I just put in the effort of learning how to do this stuff, I could be really, really good at it. So that is a sort of background thing that I want to always be working on. Also, I'm writing a book. It's fantasy fiction. It's a dream I had a long time ago that I've developed into a full-fledged story, but that's not really important right now. It's something that I'm working on. Unfortunately, being an author is not really something that I can dive into. It's a very high investment, but it retains the risk unless you're an established name. So, hey. But yeah, okay. That's where I'm at. That's where my head's at. Going on holiday tomorrow. Today's Sunday. After that, we'll see. Yeah. Maybe next week I'll be able to update you something a bit more substantial, like, ooh, I learned how to program Hello World or something of the sort. I watched the Steve Jobs video not too long ago, not to get too cliche and stereotypical on you, but I watched the Steve Jobs video and he was basically talking about how you could just die tomorrow. And you know, I've heard that so many times, but for some reason when he said it, it really hit me. And I've just been doing shit recently, stuff that I can't tell you on camera, but I've just been doing shit. shit that I felt like I needed to do, stuff that felt important to me, and yeah, it's made me a happier person. So I think I'm gonna continue doing that. My advice to you is just send the text, make the call, quit the job, whatever you want to do. Now, I'm not fully living that out yet. Of course not. I'm still, afraid of things, but I'm leaning in that direction, and it feels good. So let's end on that note. All right. See you guys next week. Bye.